Well, hello everyone. Yes, it's me again. This time I want to talk a little bit about partnership in the gospel. And what I mean by that is how we take care of each other as a community of faith. And last Sunday, I was saying that I'm going to put a list together of some places because people were asking about the COVID tests. And I know that Karen, for example, said she had a COVID test and she hasn't even heard anything yet. So I just want to let you know that there are other places to go get a COVID test should you want to. But if you have been just in your house or just, to the grocery store and you're wearing a mask, I'm sure there's, no issue. If you are starting to feel a little badly, then I would suggest that you go as soon as you can, and that way you know ahead of time. But I wanted to let you know that as we age, things sort of break down every once in a while. And I was wondering if any of you all needed to know where to go for the COVID test. There's several places. Now, sometimes they require an appointment. And I believe there's a couple of people in the church that did go with an appointment, and that's really the best way to do it. So if you need an appointment, you can go to the Walgreens or CV or the medical clinic in Port Orange, and they want an appointment. Advent Health Center, they have appointments are required, and a referral is not required. A referral is the referral that you get from your doctor. If you just want to go and have this done, you can call up Advent Center and they will make sure you get it. Now, those of you that are, there's also the VA on the West Side Pavilion. Those of you that are some of our vets, appointment is required, a referral is required, and tests are limited. But I am sure if you say that you have anything or you're kind of suspicious of something that's going on in your body, that they would go ahead and give you a COVID test. Now, if you get on CVS drugstores, they do have certain CVSs do, like for example, the CVS at 101 South Ridgewood, that has appointment is required. And then there's another CVS store in Ormond Beach, and they can also give you a COVID test. So any of you all that are kind of wondering if there's anything going on with yourselves, then you want to test, you can get that. But please make sure you call ahead of time, and that way you're not standing in line either. Those of you that are going to be voting in November, I want to make sure that if you do not have a mask to wear when you're in line, if you're going to be voting in person, then you're welcome to take one of the masks from here, and I'll have some extras at the beginning of November so you can take them along in case you have to pick somebody up and go vote. That's another important avenue. Now, if you're not, hopefully you will get the voting by mail in the mail recently. I know that Lou got his, and certain areas, if you want to vote by mail and not be in any line whatsoever, you can do that as well. Just make sure you do it early enough so your vote will count. So these are parts of the things, even though that this is the gospel, we take care of each other in how we do our lives. Now, the other thing I wanted to bring up, and those of you might want to get this if you seem that it's a need for you. There is a pneumonia shot, and you can get that from your doctor or your pharmacy, both. And there's also a shingles shot. If you have had shingles and you want to get that, also you can go to the doctor or to your pharmacy. These are two particularly important, I'll say, shots. If you have had any kind of bronchial infections in your life, if you're prone to that, and of course, if you have had chicken pox, it is in your body already. And so you don't want to, by stress can bring it out. And all of a sudden you become stressful over a situation in life. And all of a sudden shingles breaks out in your face or on your tummy or anywhere. You never know what could happen. But these are things that we can address. And I encourage all of you to address that if you need to. And if you have any questions whatsoever, please feel free to contact me if you need a ride somewhere. I can go ahead and do that. I'm in my car most of the time. So please let me know if you need a ride somewhere, and we can wear our masks and I'll make sure you get there. The partnership in the gospel means that we are here for each other. And that is a non judgmental, regardless of where we stand in the world. And I think it's so important for all of us to kind of come together. I always talk about this because it was so interesting. The creepy people in the world, those individuals that we don't necessarily know very well, but they seem creepy to us. That's usually telling us, ladies and gentlemen, that all of us have some work to do. And if you find yourself at a stop sign and all of a sudden you're reaching for the lock on your door because there's a creepy person there, that's a good thing on the one hand. On the other hand, you have to look at your heart and say, well, how come I consider that person creepy? Did they come up on my car? Did they bang on my car? Did they do something to me? So those are little things that we can reflect upon as we have our days and as we go through the day. And hopefully we can lift each other up, whether it's taking each other to the doctor or whether it's just giving a smile or a positive word here or there for our daily lives. So you all from United Presbyterian Church and wherever you are from, it is so important that we present the gospel in ourselves and learn about each other and give to one another. And it doesn't mean money all the time, it just sometimes means communication. So may God bless you, may God keep you, and may God shine upon you. And hopefully you don't need any of those shots, but if you should, please let me know and we'll get you one. Amen.